Hey everyone, Mike Sims here, strategic communications consultant for the Trinity Conference. It's hard to believe that I've been working with your organization for about a year now. And during that time, I've consistently heard requests for more communication, better quality communication, and also better organized communication. So feeling good about the progress that we made on those requests during our time together. I've walked with your leadership teams through a name change, a rebrand. We've launched a newsletter. We've raised the bar on social media. And now I'm pleased to say that we've also launched an all-new website for the conference, trinitygmc.org. We see the website as a key equipping piece for your local ministry. We know that the role of the conference is to equip you, whether you're a clergy person or a lay leader, no matter the geography. We want you to feel enabled and equipped for growing disciples in your local context. And we see the website is helping you do that. And so I'm here today to give you an overview, to give you a tour of the areas, the features, the benefits that will help you in ways that you feel comfortable calling this your digital home for all things related to the Trinity Conference. And so with that, let's get started on the tour. So the first thing that you'll notice on the homepage of trinitygmc.org is a dynamic slider with current events and topics. This is designed to be changed and updated, so visitors to the site will continually see fresh content. There's a photo, quick description, and a button for each item on the slider. Now on to the new navigation menu at the top of each page on the site. We've spent a lot of time organizing content to be intuitive and easy to find, starting with general topics on the top row and more specific categories on the bottom row. You'll see that each major heading has submenus that reveal when you hover over it, so you see which pages are included under that category. Now, as you navigate these menus, you'll notice that each web page in the drop-down menu is listed in alphabetical order. So keep that in mind when you're looking for items in the drop-down menu. It's all organized by alpha order. Now, when you mouse over each word, there's a slight color change to indicate your selection. And of course, you'll need to click on that word to go to that page. Now, while we are still here on the home page, I want to quickly scroll through the home page so you can see the content here. We've got a nice overview of who we are and where we are located. You'll notice our new Global Methodist mission statement with buttons to find a church, which we will look at in just a few minutes. Scrolling down the page, we've got ministry descriptions, our executive leadership team with buttons on our lay leaders and presiding elders as well. We've got some key ministries featured here, followed by a section that highlights the Voices of Trinity podcast. Now, this is our effort to give a human voice to the vision of our conference, we like to say. So here we see news and articles, news and events. We've heard a fair amount of you wanting more information on what's happening throughout the conference, and so this section is created specifically for you. And finally, we're here at the bottom of the page where you'll find a mega menu. This is a navigation system that basically shows every page on our site at a glance. So this follows the same organization structure as the top navigation on each page, but this is an expanded view to show you a listing of every page on the site. And while we're here, it's worth also noting the contact info and links to our social media channels. Okay, so let's spend a few more minutes quickly going through the navigation categories on the global navigation at the top of the website. Remember, we've organized a section in general topics on the top row and more specific categories on the bottom row. So we've got About Us with pages dedicated to our staff, leadership teams, and a link over to the Global Methodist Beliefs. But another cool thing about this section is when you click on About Us, it opens a landing page that gives a nice overview of who we are, complete with a link to leadership, our strategic approach to work and life together, some basics on how to join, and the background on why we've chosen to call ourselves the Trinity Conference. And moving across the navigation menu, we come to a section dedicated to clergy. As with all our sections, this section will continue to grow, but for now, we've got pages dedicated to benefits, the Board of Ministry, clergy compensation and housing, and the pastoral internship program. Our ministries drop-down menu is the largest category of pages. It's super exciting to see this list of pages, and it's only growing larger as we continue to add information from different ministries across the conference. So now we've got Rise Up Camp, the Certified Lay Ministry Program, class meetings, new church starts, Next Gen Prayer, School of Ministry, and Women's. Now, again, I will let you explore all these pages on your own. We don't have enough time to drill down into each one individually, but I will say there's some very cool content features here, so you'll want to explore those when you have plenty of time. Moving on, we've got an entire category of pages that act as our digital archives for our annual conference gatherings. These pages contain relevant documents pertaining to each gathering. So, for instance, if we go to the 2024 annual conference, we see all the PDF documents listed here, including meeting minutes. We've got links to our worship services, sermons, and devotional workshop recordings, photo galleries for groups, etc. And with that, let's take a look at news and events. In this section, we've got articles, our events, calendar, newsletter sign-up page, our video and audio podcast page, and a page dedicated to our revival event series. Quickly moving to finance, you'll find useful information on connectional funding and our donation page, super important for times when we are asking for help with specific disaster relief and other things. This brings us up to the top row of the global navigation menu, starting with resources. This is where we've included job listings under church employment. So I know that many of you send us requests to post jobs, and this is where they're actually posted. And this is where people should come to look for jobs if they're in the market. There's a new section for Charge Conference resources, a very useful page that contains files and forms that will help you organize information for the all-important Charge Conference. Pastors and lay leaders, you'll want to spend time with each one of these downloadable resources here. Moving on, we see the main button that contains main contact information for our conference. Feel free to contact us using all this information and filling out the form. And here we have a login button. This is designed for our leadership groups that have shared workspaces in a closed area of the website. And I want to wrap up our time together showing you our all-new Find a Church module. As you know, this represents the front doorstep for many people who are seeking involvement with the Global Methodist Church. So we're excited to roll this out as an interactive map that is built using Google Maps. You can zoom in and out to see pins on the map of our conference. Each pin represents a church, and when you click on it, a box shows the church address, a website, Facebook page, and if you click here, it launches directions to the church from your current location using Google Maps. So very, very cool feature of the site. Okay, over here in the left column, you'll see a list view of the churches of our conference listed in alphabetical order. And then moving down the page, there is a special module for people who are looking for a Global Methodist Church but don't have one in their area. So strategically, we have placed this content here to share success stories from our churches that began as lay-led efforts to plant on their own. And with that, we'll bring this website tour to a close. But know that a new phase of work is just now getting started. Content and maintenance and management, fine-tuning elements of the site. We are continually adding new features such as Spanish translation, ministry resources, videos, and much, much more. So for now, I'd love to get your feedback on the site. Please email us at communications@trinitygmc.org with notes and questions. It's really our sincere hope that this website becomes a major tool in your equipping toolkit, that you feel informed, inspired, and that it will become a comprehensive resource for your ministries across the Trinity Conference of the Global Methodist Church.